Seneca Hampton, where you at, boss?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Coast Football Talk with Bingo and Matt Stats. And we're kicking things off for the 2025 season by breaking down the toughest schedules on the coast for the 2025 season. Matt, who's got the dogfight path to November? You gonna break it down for us or what?
Yes, certainly are, Bingo. Glad to be back here on live with you, with all the fans that will be coming in. We're sharing it across social media. We asked the fans to share it across their social media. And tonight we're going to go over the 10 toughest schedules on the Gulf Coast. We did it last year, and we're going to do it again this year. And believe we're going to go 6 through 10 tonight, or 10 through 6. I have a special guest should be coming on here in about 20 minutes, one of the coaches, and we're going to be getting this started here. If you have any questions for the fans as they're going to be start to coming in, and again, share it and ask your questions. As tonight, it is the top 10 toughest schedules for coast teams, and 24 coast teams. Fixing to have 25 with CCA and their Christian Collegiate Academy will be joining to make the 25th team as they're moving from 8-man to 11-man. So as we approach the top of the hour here at 7 o'clock, and appreciate everybody joining us. I'm Matt Stats, and there's Bingo Media with Seneca Hampton. A lot of things in store this year, Bingo, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're still over a month away before the start of
Right.
the season. We can't wait to
I'm
get
ready.
there. Yep, certainly. Uh, but as we hit, like I said, 6:57, we're going to go ahead and post. Okay, Jaden, thank you. We're going to go ahead and post last year's toughest schedules if you want to post that, the
Oh yeah.
2024.
I'm
We'll
down
get to
with it.
that there. As far as they ask, or the fans may ask, how these toughest schedules are decided, I got some input from people, but it basically my rankings. And when deciding the toughest schedule, the factors are the opponent's overall record, the outcome of last season, which games are played at home and which games are played on the road. Uh, so if your team plays this year, a team that played last year was in the playoffs, that of course strengthens your schedule. Now, of course, no ball has been snapped in the regular season, so it's gonna, that's gonna factor in to where just because a team won the state championship last year doesn't mean they're even going to make it to the playoffs this year. But this is the guidelines to making the toughest schedule here. The top 10 is the opponent's overall record from last year, if they made the playoffs or not, games you have on the road and at home. So if you want to bring up there that,
Oh yeah, I'm getting it up. You know,
okay,
find it. No rusty, man, you know.
yeah, that's the first one. I'm also trying to see to get in here to see if I can see if there's any, questions coming up, but I cannot on where I'm at, cannot see it. So you're gonna have to.
You finna get
There's
it
some
right.
comments there. Okay. So again, we're gonna go over teams 10 through 6 tonight, and then tomorrow night we're gonna go through 5 to the toughest schedule on the coast,
All right.
region and non-region.
You ready for last year's
Yeah, we'll throw it up there. Last year's what we had ranked, and you can see there. From number 10, you had Stone coming in there with the 10th toughest schedule. Again, these are region and non-region games. Away games, the home games, who your opponents are, what they did the previous year. Poplarville coming in ninth. Of course, they went on to win the state championship. Eighth, George County was in the playoffs last year. Seventh, you see, was Hancock coming in there. Sixth was Gaucher, who played in their first state championship game. Fifth, Biloxi with their new head coach. there in his second season, Coach Dubason. Fourth is Harrison Central. Third was Gulfport with Coach Pinnock. And the Admirals. Second was D'Iberville, Coach Ladner. And the number one team last year with the toughest schedule was the Ocean Springs Greyhounds, where they and it showed. They went all the way to South State. Unfortunately, they lost to Brandon 31-13. But they started 0-3 as they, hosted Madison and went to Oak Grove and then hosted Northwest Rankin and went to Natchez and Picayune for homecoming. I mean, that was a pretty tough non-region schedule there for Coach Bramlett and Ocean Springs. A little bit different this year for the Greyhounds, but then they went on to win all the region games. D'Iberville, Harrison Central, Biloxi, Gulfport, St. Martin. They went a perfect 5-0 and then beat Northwest Rankin first round of playoffs in Oak Grove in the second round, and then lost to Brandon, like I said. Where will Ocean Springs be ranked at this year? They are in the top 10. They are not. They do not have the toughest schedule, according to me, Matt Stats. So we will start it off there. Bingo, if you have it. I mean, you're going with Ocean Springs this year for the most part, every game, correct? You're kind of working with them this year.
Yes, the opportunity came up where I can be a part of them and help build up their media for the football season this year. It's gonna be a fun year, and shout out to George County. I can't show them enough love for the last 2 years, and they already back posting. Coach Ray got a visionary. He's the athletic director now, so I'm pretty sure, he's able to flexibility to do a lot more things now as the athletic director. Coach Kelly Causey going into his first year as head coach at George County. He just picking up with things there. I see their motto is bet on me. I think that's what it was. I seen the hashtag, so they're picking up where their things are going there. They're in a tough division in 6A. So and they had one of the most historical classes that come out of there for them, man, and putting out a future 5-star player that's going to be taking snaps at Auburn now, and some top tier talent that went on to play or that's gonna be playing some big time JUCO ball this year. Like they of course, they look like they're going to be in a rebuilding phase, like a lot of other teams are. But they're George County, man. It's a honey hole. There's always talent there. So looking forward to them.
Yes.
But yeah, this year is I get to bring that talent right up the street now. Instead of taking that hour drive now every Friday to George County, whenever I had to go up there, I'm 15 minutes up the street now.
Yes, as you say, as they say, you did leave him in a better place. And I've shared videos uh, of George County, already this year. Like I said, McKinley, who just had a camp there, he was a George County
Yes,
player.
he
He's in the
did.
NFL, and of course Deuce Knight there at Auburn in his first season. So, but yes, congratulations to you. Like I say, with Ocean Springs, and you bring a lot to the coast. And glad that we could join forces to shine the light on coast football. So we will start here with no further ado. Again, we're going to go through 10 through 6 here
Right.
tonight. We'll have a guest coming on in about 20 minutes for one of the teams. And again, these are the toughest schedules according to me, based on, again, the teams that they're playing this year, what they did last year, uh, in a home and away records. So we'll start off with number 10. And really, Bingo, I'm already thinking that I should move this team up, because if I tell you, Bingo, before I even put up the graphic, this team is the only coast team out of the 10 games that they're fixing to play this regular season. 9 of them are against teams that made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, I
9
was just
of the
I'm
10
looking at
teams.
that now. I was like, hey. This ain't that pushover season. Like they like they're gonna be all right. They've been rebuilding, like
And so, yes, yes. So if I told you that, I mean, this team should have a tougher, should be higher ranked. I should have moved them up higher than just 10th. And you say, well, how can they have 9 out of 10 teams be in the playoffs? Well, with the region changing regions, normally you're not going to have 9 out of 10, because you're going to play the same region. In your region, you're going to have at least 2 teams that are not in the playoffs. Well, with them
Mhm.
changing the region, again, 9 out of 10 teams will be there, and we're talking about the Long Beach Bearcats, coming in at number 10 with their new head coach, Coach Caitlin French, will lead them. The Bearcats will have a 3-game stretch where they will play South State champions, Gaucher. They will host uh, Pascagoula, who made a deep run in the playoffs, followed by Picayune, who went to South State.
Mm.
So and played in the so they'll play teams that made the playoffs, but I mean that's just 9 out of 10 teams. Now, to be realistic, the other teams that made the playoffs were Bay High and were PRC, and they won 2 games each.
Right.
So I'm being real. I say 9 out of 10 teams made the playoffs. Well, when 2 of the teams won 2 games, to make the playoffs, it kind of deflates that tough schedule. But still, they do have a very tough schedule, and they got Hancock, who made the playoffs. They won 3 games. So again, the only team that did not make the playoffs last season that they'll be playing against is the 4-6 team in Purvis. So overall record of the 9 teams that they'll be playing, 59-47. That's pretty good record opponents that they're playing against. And Coach French there, as you see, they'll be at Pasco-Sheehan, at Forest County to start, and then we'll host Bay High at Purvis off week. Host South Jones at Gaucher. Those are the region games now, the 5 region games. At Gaucher, they'll host Pascagoula Picayune. That's brutal. And then at PRC, again, a playoff team last year, and then host Hancock to end their 5-game region play. 4 of the teams will make the playoffs. Coach French there, was at Biloxi a couple years ago. He was at Gulfport last year for 1 year, assistant coach. Now he moves into Long Beach, and
He's at Bay.
you know,
That's
I'm
Coach
sorry.
Finley's at Long Beach.
I'm sorry.
That's what. Yeah.
Yes, Coach Finley. Well, I'm getting my teams messed up. Coach Finley is a new head coach. Coach French still a new head coach at Bay, but Long
Right.
Beach. Uh, they did good last year. They stopped the longest losing streak. I mean,
Mhm.
they were right there. So again, I apologize. It is Coach Finley there that will try to stop the losing streak after they got a what they got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 game losing streak. They won the first game of the year last year against Pasco-Sheehan, and then they beat Bay. Then they did go on that losing streak. So, but still a tough schedule there for Coach Finley and the Long Beach Bearcats, which comes in at number 10 on the 10 most toughest schedules for Coast football. So, you have any thoughts on that? I mean, you agree? I mean, you see who they're playing. That's
Oh
a
yeah.
pretty good
That's a
teams.
It's a pretty tough schedule, man, for a tough like Long Beach been having it rough. So, but they're in a competitive region with matchups against teams like Gaucher, Picayune, and Pascagoula. Man, come on. And you got to look at the lack of depth compared to other coast powerhouse teams that they have, with only 4 home games and with the key district matchup always on the road for them, it's going to be rough. But that tough stretch you just brought up, that the October 10th,
Um,
the October 17th, and the October 24th, 3 back-to-back playoff team games. Yeah, it's going to be rough for them.
Yeah, one of them went to South State in Picayune. The other one went to State in Gaucher. But the thing of it is, oh, bingo, 5 teams in the
Five.
region. You know what
Yeah,
that means? You know how many teams make the playoffs?
only 4.
4. They got to win 1 game. Can they beat PRC? Can they beat Hancock? We're
Yeah.
talking July here, so it's still a long way to go.
This
But
is this is the Matt Stats too early predictions right now.
yes, I last year, I mean they won the 2 games. They played pretty good, the rest of the games there. They got a new head coach, so we shall see what Long Beach can do. Can they make the playoffs? They got a fighter's chance there in the Bearcats. So we will move to number 9 in the top 10 coast toughest teams, and it will be. Oh yeah, don't bring it up just yet. I'm trying to bring up their schedule. Let me see. They will host a Picayune and Pedal team. They will have road games at Ocean Springs, Pascagoula, and D'Iberville.
Mm.
and play four teams with a combined 12 and 29 record. So their overall, they do have a tough, Picayune, Petal, who is a playoff team. And we are talking about Coach Pennock's team, the Gulfport Admirals, coming in at number 9. Again, they will host Picayune to start the season. They'll have an open week early, that second week. And then they'll go to Laurel, and then they will host Petal, and then Pascagoula and at Ocean Springs. That's a tough run there before they come back home against St. Martin. And then at West Harrison, that's the new region foe there, and Quincy Patrick there with the head coach with the Hurricanes. They will be at West Harrison, and then they will host Biloxi, be at D'Iberville in that Highway 49 rivalry. They will host Harrison Central. That is the Gulfport Admirals with Coach Pennock. What do you think about that schedule there,
Yeah, I see.
Bingo?
I'm trying to figure out like why they rank so low. You know, like
Uh, well,
that's a
Picayune. I
tough
mean,
schedule.
Picayune South State champions. I have it written down. Picayune the South State champions. That's a tough game. The next week at Laurel. Laurel was 2-9. That's Petal. They'll host Petal. They were a playoff team. Pascagoula playoff team. Ocean Springs the playoff team. But then you go into St. Martin, non-playoff team. West Harrison, non-playoff team. So it's a mixture of there, and again the region games that you have to play who you play, so you have no choice. If the team made a playoffs or not. That's why I say going back to Long Beach, we're 9 out of 10. You see here, they're going to play several teams that have made the playoffs, but then again they're going to play teams that have not made the playoffs. West Harrison has not made the playoffs since they formed, but they have a good chance this year. But the Admirals, I mean, yes, you should move them up. And again, we'll go over it after we release all the top 10 and see what you think of where it is. This is no right or wrong, believe me. As far as written in stone, like people have their opinions, and this is just my outlook on it. Gulfport comes in at number 9 in the top 10 toughest schedules there. So Long Beach
Mm.
number 10, Gulfport number 9. We will move up to the 8th team. Now this team uh, will be playing. We'll host Picayune. We'll be at Macomb. Be at Columbia. 8 of the 9 teams that they're going to play were in the playoffs last year. 4 of those 8 have a winning record, and I know you say, well, why didn't you rank them higher? And we're talking about the defending state champion Poplarville Hornets coming in at number 8. So again, they will. Well, that schedule is. I was looking at the site, and they don't have it. Yes, West Harrison. They will host West Harrison in week 1, who is a non-playoff team. They will be at Stone, at Hancock, at PRC. So those are all playoff teams.
Mhm.
And then Macomb, and then you got South Pike and Lawrence County, which are not playoff teams. Let me find my sheet on here. Okay, West Harrison not playoff team. Stone was a playoff team. Hancock went out first round in the playoffs. They're still a playoff team. PRC playoff team. Picayune, Macomb made it to the third round. South Pike made it to the first round. Lawrence made it to the first round of the playoffs, and Columbia made it to the second round of the playoffs. A combined overall record of 48 and 44. 4 of the 8 teams that they have winning records that they're playing. So maybe Poplarville should be a little bit higher. I mean, looking at who they're playing. I mean, again, just again, PRC a two win team, but still made the playoffs. West Harrison, again, still was not in the playoffs, but all these other teams I named off made the playoffs. So maybe Poplarville, should be ranked higher. But we shall see as the other team schedules will come up. As we have 10 as Long Beach, 9 as Gulfport, and number 8 is Poplarville, the defending state champions, and they are favored. I'll tell you right now, they are favored to go back. They are uh, have a lot of players that are come back. Of course, we mentioned Keys; he's there, but they have a lot of other potential players, great players that are there coming back. Uh, and that is your Poplarville Hornets. So, what do you feel? With the 3 teams you've seen so far, you think Gulfport should be higher at Poplarville? We haven't gone through them rest. So what do you think about Poplarville's chances? They have a tough matchup. They're finally playing Picayune,
Yeah,
which they haven't played in,
in a
in a
couple of
while.
years. It's been a couple of years. That looked like to me that looked like a regular Poplarville schedule. Um, that team is battle tested, as we both know, with a lot of returning starters from a young team that went on to win against in a David Goliath versus matchup. They showed that they deserve to be there on the big stage for 4A football, and that's why they get to have the bragging rights for life and done those championship rings. So. The state and other rankings, they have them ranked just as high. Like they think very highly of them, and I like the schedule. I think it's going to be a dog fight for them all season long. But because most of them teams ain't no slouches, ain't nothing like Wes Harrison gonna bring it to you. Coach Quincy gonna dial it up with Jordan Stapleton and bring it to you. Stone, Coach Acock gonna always bring it to you. Coach King bringing in the new Hawks, and just look at the schedule. Coach Feaster and PRC, like they got a tough schedule, and then they got to go to the other side of the ball for the district with teams like Macomb, South Pike, Lawrence County, Columbia. Yeah, man, they're gonna be battle tested. They're gonna be ready by the time playoffs get here.
Yeah, and again, these are toughest schedule. These are not our rankings for coast football. So
Right.
I don't want fans to think they're eighth ranked on the coast. No, they're not eighth ranked on the coast. There will be definitely higher. I haven't made those officials rankings as far as, but this
Yeah,
is just the schedule. And last time, as far as Picayune, they played in 2022. They've lost 5 straight to Picayune. So the last time they won was 2017. And
yeah,
I've heard some chirps online about they finally getting back Picayune on the schedule. I don't know why they weren't on the schedule. I didn't ask really the coaches that. Maybe we can ask the coaches one day if we
yeah.
have one on there. But Poplarville
Just
comes in there at number 8th.
and to end on that note, Poplarville's physical run game is gonna have to carry them through the mid-season. That's gonna be the key for them.
Yes, yes, and most definitely is there. Like I say, they're in a region with Columbia, Lawrence County. Columbia is always tough. Lawrence County,
Yeah.
Macomb, Poplarville, and South Pike. Again, a 5 region team. They are favored to win the region. They're favored to go back in my books to go back to state. So we shall see there. So we will move on to the after Poplarville. We'll move on to this team as soon as I switch my screen up here. And again, we appreciate the fans on there. If there's any comments, Bingo will be able to have to read them
Oh
to
yeah, my bad.
see.
I should have been reading them. Shout out to Brian Higginbotham from Ocean Spring. He said, "What's up, fellas?" Shout out to Robert Thompson, King of the Coast from Biloxi. What's good, Rob? We're gonna have to get Rob on here if we want to ruffle some feathers, man, or if we want to be able to keep our livelihood, man. We got one of my national kids, dad, Dave Ainsworth, right here. Hayden Ainsworth from Biloxi. That's his dad. He said he was correcting you saying French is at Bay High. Man, Matt just had a brain fart moment right there, Dave.
Oh,
That was just
yeah.
that don't normally happen for him much, but that was one. Then you got the GOAT, Clay Sweets, man. Let's gotta pay homage to the GOAT over there, man. Shout out to Clay. The Talking
Oh,
Ball
so
crew guys, man. Like them legends. Y'all know what they do. Make sure y'all go follow their platform. They got the podcast, Diamond Production. They got it all over there. That's the Pine Belt. That's why we can cover them without having to drive that far out there a lot of the times. You got Lorenzo Duckworth. He said, "What's up, fellas? I think we all can agree who got the toughest schedule. I'm going to let y'all get there first. Then we got Tubbs. What's up, Tubbs? Andrew Tubbs. He said, "What's good, fellas?" We got the Sullivan Elite on, one of my right hand man, Dustin Sullivan, right here. What's up, bro? He said, "Yo." We got Angela Poplarville in the building. She said, "Hey guys," and Clay said, "My guys, got to pay homage to the GOAT, man." Steve Ramsey from D'Iberville. Well, Steve, Yeah, they out there, man. What's up, baby? Everybody know the coach got something to say. We out here, man. But yeah, let's go. We got guests in the lobby waiting right now, man. Let's get going. Y'all keep them chats coming in the
Uh,
chat, man. Y'all keep showing love.
well, we're going to move to the
No,
sixth
seven.
rank.
Seven.
Oh,
Seven.
okay. 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, on my paper, I don't have it. Seventh ranked, or seventh, as I have them, toughest schedule coming into this year, where they will have, it's a little bit different from what they had last year, but it's
All right.
still a pretty decent schedule there where they will. Play Petal at Pascagoula uh, and Picayune. They will play four non-playoff teams with a combined record of 10 and 27. And again, you play who's in front of you. Not much you can do about that, but still a pretty decent schedule there. And we're talking about the back-to-back region title 7A Region 4, the Ocean Springs Greyhounds coming in at number 7. Last year they were the
Who's a
number
big
one
draw?
team. They were the number one team, yes, last year. Uh, but then again, like I say, yeah, Meridian, Petal, yeah, Pascagoula, uh, first 3 or 4 games on the road, and
Brutal.
then yes, and then you'll host Biloxi Gulfport, and then at D'Iberville, and have a bye week, and on the 17th, and then at West Harrison, and then host Harrison Central until you finish it off on the road at St. Martin. So yes, from the toughest schedule last year, all the way to a South State Championship appearance. Unfortunately, they did fall short, but still on that region streak. Tied with Picayune. I believe it's 21 straight. Is that what I believe I have it as? But
You the stat guy. You tell us.
I know. I got so much stats here. I got so many stats here. But so yes, what do you feel as far as Ocean Spring? You're going to be there on the sideline. I mean, it's a pretty you know tough schedule. For them. Is it as tough as last year? Uh,
But it's still tough. It's still tough though because Picayune is always going to be a tough one. Pascagoula, that's probably considered one of the best teams on the coast this year. Petal gonna always be a tough team, and Meridians are like they still like it's still like kind of like last year, but last year was just, ooh, I thought my boy didn't want his job the way he put that schedule together last year.
I know that is very tough, and like I say, it helped them, I believe, to make that run. Now they're just looking to get over, that hump to get back into a state championship game, but still a lot of time for that, uh, and that is the Greyhounds. So I believe we have.
Yeah, let's we got the man online right now. Let's bring him on finally. We stopped him from doing some yard work out there, man. He's out there in his yard cleaning his boat. Look like what's going on, coach?
Man, just out here sweating. Out here sweating.
In that Mississippi coast heat, man, it ain't nothing like it. You a bold man. Be in
You gotta
practice
love
all
it.
day and then go home and do the yard work.
And you go inside, you're gonna go to sleep.
That's me. I'm lazy, man. Yeah, but we got you on here, coach. You see where y'all placed at this year, coming in at number 7. That was a big drop from having the toughest schedule, number 1 last year to number 7 this year. When you first saw this schedule, what was your honest reaction? Did any matchups immediately jump out to you as a tone setter?
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously, starting out 2-0 is a big thing. Going up to Meridian on a Thursday night to kick off the season. Most everybody in the state's gonna be playing on Friday night the first week. Want to do a Thursday night game, and try and kick off the season the right way. And doing it at Ray Stadiums, I mean, it's just tough to go play at Meridian, no matter what their team looked like last year, whether they're a state championship type of team or a non-playoff team. That's a really tough place to play, a place I'm very familiar with. And then obviously Petal, you got Marcus Bulls coming back into his second year, who was at Meridian when they beat us in the playoffs 2 years ago, and had some really good football players coming to Petal this year. I think quarterback, receiver, and running back all moved in that were high profile kids. So starting the year off 2-0 is a tone setter, but as far as making a schedule, it just kind of a lot of the coaches down here have come to an agreement is at the 7A level down here, you got to take what you can get, and you got to be happy with what you get. I'm very happy and fortunate that Pascagoula and Picayune are willing to schedule us and play us because we already play all the 7A teams down here, and then there's not many 6As. It's a big drop to 4A, and you got to take what you can get. There's only so many schools that are north of you until you get to Jackson. You can't go south and get one, and Alabama and Louisiana are on different contract years, so it's tough on the scheduling, but very fortunate to get the teams that we got, and it's going to be some really good football early in the year. Expect Meridian to be better than last year, and then watch Petal at the end of the year. I think they'll be a 2 or 3 seed in Region 3. And Pascagoula's I think, won a playoff game last year. And then Picayune's always making runs to South State or state championship. So at the end of the day, it's still, to us, a very tough schedule, very challenging schedule. And then us having more teams in our region this year only allows us for 4 non-region games. So, you only get to pick 4 now.
Matt?
Yes, the Coach Bama, thank you for taking the time to join us here in this month of July. Still got over a month to go for the season kicks off. As far as these non-region games, are they set already for next year? Is it a two season schedule for those non-region games, or they can
Yeah,
change
yes,
next?
all 4 of those we've set in for 2 years. Be home and home. So, our away games they'll come to us next year. We'll have 3. We'll have 3 non-region home games and 1 away game going to Petal. All those coaches I know really well, and don't anticipate any backouts on any of those. Which, I mean, it happens, but not on a regular basis. You don't see it much, especially between public schools and people in the same classification. You see, a lot of people honor those things. So we'll have 3 home games with those same 4 teams next year, and 1 road trip to Petal.
Yes, the bye week, which is you have the 3 region games. Now this year you have 6 region games, but you played 3 region games the bye week, and then 3 region games after that. Did you set that, or how was that set? I'm just
That was
curious.
they have a region meeting with the athletic directors, and I mean it was put a bunch of numbers in a hat, and the athletic directors drew, and whatever number meant whatever week, and that's the one we got. Which I was happy that we didn't get right there at the end of the season, the last game of the year. That's tough, especially if you're rolling and going into playoffs. So was fortunate that it wasn't at the very end of the year, but I still like that mid-season bye. But you got to take what you can get, and that's the hand we were dealt,
Yeah.
and we're going to operate with it and try to win those first 3 region ball games and go into the bye week on a good note and come out of it strong, getting ready for playoffs.
Yes, and that would make sense instead of trying to let the teams decide, because everybody would want their bye week at a certain time. So that is a fair way. 24 straight region wins, tied with Picayune as the longest streak. So, I mean, do you keep account for those streaks? Did you know you had 24 straight wins as a team, as Ocean Springs? I know this is, you don't have 24 straight there, but Greyhounds have 24 straight region wins, 3 straight region titles,
Mm.
which you have 2 of them. So, I mean, I guess stats are nice, and you like to hear that, but I mean, it's not something that you're hung up on, I guess, on that part of it. You want
Not
to
too
keep it
much.
going.
Yeah, we definitely want to keep it going. Don't want that streak to end anytime soon. I did know the number because I saw a write up on Facebook the other day. But it's kind of one of those don't talk about the no hitter until it's done type of deal. But it's a fun piece for some people to talk about, and that's okay too. But we're trying to set ourselves up to be the 1 seed out of our region, no matter what happens, whether it's if it takes 5-1 to get there, or 6-0 in the region to get there, whatever it takes to get that 1 seed. Obviously, you want to win every game, but as long as we come out and putting ourselves in the best scenario to get to December, that's what we're looking towards. And it's nice to have a streak. It's nice to have something for those kids to be proud of, and it's almost something that they can grab and have a hold of that they carry through their high school career. And like these upcoming seniors have never lost a region game before. I mean, well, I guess our entire team has it now, but throughout the senior groups 2 years prior have not lost a region game. They want to go out that way, so it's something good for them to look towards, but not something to get hung up on too much. And that's
Yeah.
I try to preach to them. Win the games that we know we need to win to put ourselves in that scenario, and whatever happens after that happens. But as long as we're the 1 seed going in, we get that home playoff and put ourselves in the best situation to make a playoff run. That's what we're looking towards.
Is your team good enough? You're going to win the state championship this year?
Man, I'd like to tell you with 100% confidence it's going to win. I'd
I
love
know.
to be able to tell you that, but no, I really do like this football team. We're very experienced on the offensive line, and that's something you don't get very much in high school football. Is four guys that have a lot of experience, and three of them are about to be 3 year starters. And then we have obviously returning 7A All State athlete, quarterback, whatever you want to call it, in Sherrod. And returning 9 on defense, got 2 skilled guys in Hayden Berglund and Ian Harlan coming back on the offensive side, and some really good young guys coming into the mix that got a lot of late playing time last year. And the reason that we wanted them up as ninth graders was get that playing time, because I knew this year we were going to be very 10th grade heavy. We're a class or a team that's full of seniors and sophomores right now with a couple of juniors mixed in between. So I really do feel like this is a chance for us to make a statement, make a run. I would love to be able to tell you that we're going to be there in the end, but obviously you still got to play on Friday nights. But I love this football team. I love our offensive mentality, and I love our defensive experience and their tenacity. And I think the experience that we have coming back is going to carry us a long way.
Yes. No, I knew. I mean, to come out and say, yeah, of course, yes, I plan on winning state. I know that, but I know to put you in that position, of course you want to. No, we're not going to win state. Then why, but yeah, it was 2004 was the last time that Ocean Springs went to state, and they lost to South Panola. As my earpiece is coming out, 31-29. But I mean, a great run that the Greyhounds have been on again, 24 straight region wins, 3 straight region titles. I mean, it's just there, and you just have done a great job here the past couple of years being there, and look forward to another Greyhound season. And congratulations to the addition you're going to be having uh, to your family. And so it look forward to the Greyhounds coming on the field and Bingo covering you guys
Can't wait.
nonstop there.
Oh, and don't forget we have a podcast together also. Y'all make
Yeah.
sure y'all tune
Oh,
in for that each and every week right down there at Knuckleheads in Ocean Spring. Come get a steak as big as your back. We're gonna probably be Tuesday nights, I think, this season, right?
Yeah, and I
uh,
think they end up doing the all you can eat Royal Reds on Tuesday night, so we may have to change up your motto a little bit. But
Yeah, we
man,
gotta find something different.
I appreciate y'all having me on. I appreciate the congratulations. We do have another
yeah.
girl on the way, and I need another girl about like I need a stumped toe. So but she's coming, and she'll be here right in the middle of football season at some point. So she's gonna grace us with her presence, hopefully somewhere mid September, something like that.
That's
Well, very
real.
good. Yes.
All right, guys.
All
Well, I
right, Coach,
appreciate it.
man.
Thank y'all for having me on. Enjoy everything y'all do, man. Y'all have a good night.
All right, Coach. He can't hang up. Check him out.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
I
He's
kick
try-
out. I kick him out.
yeah, Coach Bam, that's always willing to come on there. Like I said, it's in the middle of his work in there in the heat to take a break. And again, they, him and his wife's having I didn't know it was a girl, so I know I've seen videos of her posting, and another girl. So a great
Hmm.
addition to the family. Again, Ocean Springs comes in at number 7th ranked for the top 10 coast schedules. They are 24 straight region titles. They are favored. Gulfport and Ocean Springs will battle it out. I was going to ask him. I didn't ask him, and he probably may not come out and straight say it. If there was a certain game that he was looking for this season in a matchup, because of course Pinnock was with Ocean Springs, won a region with them, and then Coach Bramlett was on the staff and then took over for Ocean Springs. Coach Pinnock has not beaten Ocean Springs in the 2 years that he's went to Gulfport. So I don't know if Coach Bramlett would have said, yeah, Gulfport. He'd probably say all of them. All the games are
Yeah.
important and it looks forward to. So, which is true. I mean, you had to win them all there. to get there into the playoffs. So appreciate Coach Bramlett coming in as seventh ranked, seventh toughest schedule for Coast. And again, we're going to go to the top.
It sound like a good thing to do the week they play each other, September 19th. Let's put it together that week, man.
What's that?
Clay
Oh, I
said,
can't.
Coach Stockman, we need to do a show on location with all you can eat Royal Reds.
Oh, there you
Heath,
go. There you go.
Heath, Heath Allen, the owner of Knuckleheads, would love that. Matter of fact, you need to hit him up, man. He's a good guy for you to know.
Yes, yes. So
Shout out
again,
to my
we
boy
had
Chris Gordon, Salt and Sand, some of the best smoke barbecue you'll ever get, man. I promise, man. Next time you come with me to an Ocean Spring game, he don't mind giving samples. I promise. He don't mind. He wants you to sample. He wants you to leave with something in your belly, man.
uh,
So Salt and Sand Barbecue, man. Shout out to my boy Chris, man.
when's your first show y'all having? I guess the first week of the right before the regular
Yeah,
season game.
probably kick it off August 22nd week, that week of the week 0 week.
Oh, with the jamborees.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 20. So okay. Any other comments here? It is
Yeah. That
7:36.
Ocean Springs is correcting you. The fan said they have 4 district titles.
Did I do that again?
Yeah,
Four
they say you
straight.
said. Yeah, they say you said 3. They want to correct you. They said, and they're sending out the years.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah,
It is. I'm looking here. It is. So Coach Pinnock had two of them, and Coach Bramlett has two of them. So yes, 21, 22, 23, 24. That is still not the most in a row, and that will come out. I have a graphic for that. Uh, so there's been a team that has one more than that, and I'll buy. I'll just say I'll offer you something if you can tell me which team it is. But that is coming
Moss
out.
Point.
No, no,
Hey, tell my boy, look, man. See, we getting blessings, man. Look at my boy
I
Chris
can't
said
read it. That print is small. What's it say?
you gotta zoom in. He said I got a spot coming for you guys to do a show out of. See what I'm saying, man? We getting blessings already coming for us, man. I'm
Okay,
gonna be on there. I'm coming. I'm
but
coming, brother.
the answer is not Moss Point. The mo
It ain't.
you
Cole Bramlett
I
said so. There go your answer right there.
where's I don't see. Oh, what's that? I can't see. What's it?
He say Stone County.
The most region titles. And
Yeah.
who was that said that? Coach Bramlett.
Coach. Yeah.
All right, I'll get them a dinner there. Yes, because bingo, you would have never guessed that.
Nah.
It is
Nah.
Stone, and I have a graphic that'll be coming out going into the head into the season because most people don't realize that. That I know we're getting
Nah.
sidetracked here. Stone, and they would have won another one woulda, coulda, shoulda, but they won 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. And they won in 93, they didn't
Yeah.
win 92. So that right there, see, Coach Bramlett knows the coach history. Appreciate that. So, yes, it is Stone. So it is Stone that has won
I
the
got the
most.
address. I got it. I'm coming. I'm
Gum.
gotta come tomorrow.
All right. So we're going to move
Text you.
to the, where I'm going here, to the sixth ranked or sixth toughest schedule as I have them ranked. And this team here, before you put it up, is let me say
Okay.
8 out of 10 uh, games. They'll have teams in the playoffs. Let me see what else here. They will have Moss Point, Biloxi, Ocean Springs, Diablo, Gulfport, Picayune, Long Beach, PRC, Hancock, Gaucher, and coming in at number 6, as I still got this number 6 is the Pascagoula Panthers will be
Pom.
coming in at number 6, and they will. When you post that up there, they will be at Moss Point, who didn't make the playoffs. They'll be at Biloxi, uh, who did make the playoffs. Ocean Springs, they will host Ocean Springs, obviously playoffs. D'Iberville,
Whew.
Gulfport.
And
I
they got a
mean
tough opening region. Oh my goodness, that thing
that
tough.
Yeah, they're almost cracking the top five, so you can imagine the top five what they look like. But they have an open week on the 3rd of October. Then they will go into region play. Well, they'll host Picayune at Long Beach. They'll host PRC. They will be at Hancock and will host Gaucher. And again, with them changing regions, all those teams there except for Long Beach, those four at Picayune made the South State Championship. PRC made the playoffs. Hancock made the playoffs. Gaucher made the state championship. But I don't want to say it's misleading. Yes, PRC won 2 games, but they still made the playoffs. Coach
Playoffs.
Feaster, after not making the playoffs for so long to get the job
One
done, you
first
know,
year.
yes, yes. So that was great for Coach Feaster and
And they
PRC.
gonna
So,
hey, PRC gonna be good this year. Well, I'm trying to tell you, man. Titus Feaster.
like I
I'm telling you,
say, they could make it,
be good
and
this
back
year.
into the playoffs. Because again, 5 teams in the region, 4 make the playoffs. One of them just need 1 win. So as we
Yeah.
said with Long Beach, with their 10th ranked toughest schedule. So Pascagoula comes in at number 6 with the toughest schedule, as you see there. Again, Moss Point, Biloxi, a lot of teams in the playoffs. 8 out of 10 made the playoffs. Only 2 that didn't: Moss Point and Long
And
Beach.
I'm gonna say, yeah, that's hey man, that's tough. Like, but this team right here, man, this team right here, we people been talking about this team since they was in Pee Wee. They've been playing together since they was in Pee Wee. This team is one of the most talented team assembled. Like they are loaded from both sides of the ball, top to bottom. They got the depth to go with it, and they got the team to make a strong, deep run for this push for a 6A championship. It's gonna be a movie this year. It's gonna be a movie.
Yes, even they lost. Obviously, every team loses players. Silas Quarter, the quarterback, set all kinds of records there. Now they have a new quarterback in there. Wasn't the same quarterback that played at Hancock that
Yep,
one game when Silas
yep.
was
Jason
that was
Glove,
out?
man. He was a freshman and he lit him up last year in his first start, man. Like
He
he's a
did.
nice kid. He's big. He got he remind me of Spencer Rattler, man. That's why he remind me of. He look just like him, bro. Big kid, big legs. Like he don't even look like no sophomore. He's got good size on him. Like
Is he
he's gonna be
left-handed?
tough. He right. Big. He
Okay.
mobile kid. He's dual threat. He can throw. He can run. Like this kid. He pretty stout, man.
And they got don't they still got Action Jackson there?
Most definitely got the most
And they
the
got
best. Yeah, the best on the team, man. Oh no.
yeah. I mean, and of course the longest tenured coach on the coast, and Coach Lewis Sims. He's always a
He didn't
great
grew his hair
interview.
out, man. I got to go up there and check on Coach Sam,
Did it?
man. I don't know, like he didn't grow his
Yeah.
hair. I don't know if that's bald or like if he just trying something out.
I,
You know.
I mean, I
Matter of
miss
fact,
their
that's
videos. I miss
I'm
their
finna bring him
videos that
on
they
here.
put out in the
I'm
postseason,
finna bring him on
preseason.
here.
Because who was that? Harold that did the videos. I know they unfortunately haven't been able to make videos. They usually I share them. They make preseason videos, spring ball videos, and I haven't seen them lately. But Coach Sims, the
Let's
longest
find out
tenured
why.
coach, uh, longest tenured coach there at one team, 2011. He's with Pascagoula, so he
Let's
uh,
find out.
he is a staple. He's fixing to be well, he's over 100 wins, but he's fixing to be over 100 wins just for Pascagoula. He has a 97-71 overall record in the 15 years at Pascagoula. And they did win back-to-back years playoff games. And again, their sixth ranked toughest schedule, according to me. Not sixth ranked on the coast, just their schedule is sixth ranked. I'll have the top 25 schedule rankings coming up when it gets a little bit closer to the start of the season. As again, we've gone over Long Beach at number 10, Gulfport at number 9, Poplarville at number 8, Ocean Springs. Let me see. Long Beach
Oh,
number 10, Gulfport number 9, Poplarville number 8, Ocean Springs number 7, and we are now Pascagoula number 6. And then we'll have the top 5 tomorrow. We'll come back tomorrow. We
hold on,
maybe
we got
start.
Coach Sam's about to come on.
All right.
I just threw him the link.
I want to see his hair.
Yeah.
You said his hair. I don't know. I have to see his
Yeah, he
hair.
grew it out, man. I see him doing his hair like this now, and when he take his ball cap off, he's shaking his hair and everything. Now you
So I
finna
mean,
see.
They are in a tough region. It's it again. They have six teams. They have Gaucher, Hancock, Long Beach, Pascagoula, PRC, Picayune,
Yeah.
and
Woo.
four of the six teams will make the playoffs. So we shall see.
If they survive September, they playoff ready. September's gonna be a brutal month for them.
Yeah, they play host Ocean Springs at D'Iberville and host Gulfport,
They gotta survive
which
September.
which last year I picked against them. They beat D'Iberville 21-7. They beat Biloxi 44-3. I mean, they did it, and then last year they ended up losing region games, lost to Picayune. That is Pascagoula we're talking about. They beat Long Beach, they beat Hancock, they beat West Harrison, and then they
Check this
beat.
stud out. Look at this
They,
stud, man.
Oh yeah, oh
those
yeah. It
Look
never
at this
stops. Never
stud.
stops.
What's going on, coach?
Getting the garbage to the road. Getting ready to get going on this season, man.
That's what we just got through talking about, y'all schedule. Matt ranked y'all as the sixth toughest schedule for the 2025 season. Last year, y'all were ranked at number. Y'all wasn't even ranked.
man, they weren't
Anybody
ranked.
y'all ranked last year, and
Yeah.
now y'all come in ranked at number six, and this is y'all schedule for this year. Um, what did you think when you put this schedule together?
Well, Gaucher popped into the region, so I needed to replace them, and so Ocean Springs was just they were a no brainer. I mean, we kind of like playing them anyway. It's right here in the county. They're good competition. They're competitive. They have great coaching staff, great players, and I don't have to travel but 30 minutes. So that's always I don't like traveling much.
Right,
I
right.
like playing close to home. And people say, well, why don't used to you'd have to travel to South Panola to play good competition. Well, when I was at Moss Point, it's because nobody else would play you. You know, Moss Point had to go out of state because nobody around here would play them unless they had to.
Right.
So and Coach Alexander always said that you play better competition early. It prepares you for the region, and then that'll prepare you for the postseason. So I just thought with the guys we had coming back and the opportunity we had to go out and play good football that we needed that test if we want to make a run for a gold ball come December.
Coach, y'all, I was just telling Matt, y'all toughest stretch in y'all schedule is Ocean Springs September 12th, Picayune September 19th, and Gulfport September 26th. Like, that's a tough stretch for the month of September. I think that's the schedule gonna make your team in. That stretch right there.
Well, if you back it up, you start at Biloxi. Biloxi's going to be a much improved second year under Coach Dubose. A
Got the
multiple
best
state
quarterback on the
championship
coast.
coach there at Biloxi. Most points, a rivalry game. You can't ever count that out because I've seen stranger things happen in this game. You better show up ready to play when you show up at Dancer Star or Alexander Stadium on Dancer Field. You better show up ready. Then you got Ocean Springs, the Ibervilles, one of the tougher teams on the coast. They got a great linebacker core, great offense. One of the best quarterbacks in the South. And then you go to right into Gulfport. Then you have Picayune, and then there's not a whole lot of let up on the schedule there, right there in the meat of it.
Oh yeah, Matt.
Yeah, Coach Sims. You know how many wins you have with Gulfport? I mean, Gulfport with Pascagoula, correct? Heading into the season, you at 97 wins. So congratulations, as you should get easily 3 wins this season. Um, for 100 wins at Pascagoula.
Don't say that. Not
So, but your schedule is tough as far as the 10 games you play. 8 of those teams were in the playoffs last year. So it definitely will get your team ready to go. You'll have a new quarterback, a new call signal this year, and really, like I say, at Moss Point to start, and then at Biloxi. I mean, you have, like you say, a tough schedule there. We got you in at number 6, and we're really look forward to the Panthers and all the videos that y'all put out. During the preseason, I always watch them and share the videos, and looking forward to the ones that you come out with here. And I know Bingo was talking about your hair. Are you letting your hair grow? Is that what is that the? You're not going to
Look at
cut it
Sam,
Oh,
till
told you.
uh,
Look at
until
yeah.
state.
Look at that.
You not no cutting it till Mississippi State till December, first week of December.
Well, my son said he was going to grow his hair out, and so I said, "Well, you cut yours, I'll cut mine." So it's been a while.
him. Most
Uh,
definitely.
I know
It
I
looked
know you
good
may
on you
not
though, Coach.
I know you may not say as far as if there's one particular game that you're looking for. You may say on the schedule, but now all of a sudden to have Gaucher back in there and the rivalry that you guys have, that has to be, and it's the last game of the season. That obviously could be for a playoff spot or a number 2 seed or a region title. I mean, is that the game that you're most looking for? I know you're looking forward to all the games, but it adds a little bit extra something, that Gaucher uh, Pascagoula game.
It's the last several years. It's been really super competitive. Both teams have improved tremendously in their play. It's it's a really highly anticipated game in both communities. Bingo can attest to that. I mean, it is tension. It's reminiscent of the old Moss Point Pascagoula games. It really is, and
I
with it
agree.
being the last game of the year, just puts that much more emphasis on it because it's you start your playoffs a week early, and I can remember growing up going to the Moss Point Pascagoula games, how intense that rivalry was, and that's and the funny thing is all the players know each other. They get along. It's not like they don't like
Right.
each other. They just want to beat each other. It's kind of like beating your
That's it.
best friend. When you play your best friend in basketball, or you play your brother. I don't want to lose to my brother. I want to lose to my best friend. I got a buddy of mine graduated a year after me. He's a little bit taller than me, a little bit stockier than me. He played college baseball for 4 years, and the last time we played basketball, I think the game lasted about 3 hours, and I ended up winning by. You had to win by two, and I don't know how I pulled it off, but I hadn't played him since. So you have to end on a win streak, and so you don't want to lose to your best friend. You don't want to lose to
Nah.
your buddy, and I think that's what it comes down to. I think there's a ton of respect between the programs. There always has been. There's a mutual respect for their players, for Coach High and his staff. Hunter Collins, former player of ours here in Pascagoula, over there calling the offense, doing a hell of a job for them. I mean, so it is. It's a brother versus brother. It's a cousin versus cousin, best friend versus best friend. Girlfriend may even be on the other side cheering for the other team during the game. You don't really know, but that's what makes it such a fun rivalry.
I love it.
Yes,
It's the
yes.
best game in the state, man. I stand on that.
Yeah,
And
but now it's the last
and then
game
like
of
he
the.
said,
Man.
yeah, them putting it as the last game just made to put the icing on the cake, man. But like now, what if we're the 1 and 2 seed and we're just trying to chill for the playoff? They ain't gonna chill. Them boys ain't gonna stop playing. They gonna go. They that's gonna be a
No,
hard game, man.
Yes. Well, I certainly
you know,
appreciate you, Coach. Go ahead, Coach Sims.
yeah, I might have had a little bit of influence on that schedule,
Yeah.
I
just
like
a
it. It
little.
look old school. I can tell the old school nostalgia in it. Now it makes sense now.
Yes, and your bye week is what I would say perfect because it's from the non-region games and you take a bye week and then you start hosting Picayune that when you come back there on that October 10th. So the bye week
And it's
is pretty good.
with our schools, the way we have that 2 week break right in the middle, it actually breaks perfectly for us. We go that open week, we try to recover, we do a lot of introspection, fix things that we think need fixing, and we really get to focus on Picayune for a good week and a half. So that's a really good thing because you know how tough they are year in year out, and they're going to be just every year they just seem to reload. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun schedule. It's going to be tough. Going into it, when we talk to the players, when we get them back, it's one day at a time, one game at a time. You want to be 1-0 on Friday night, and you say it so cliche, but it's true. I mean, if you can get your guys to understand that it's a 1 week season and it's a hopefully a 14, 15 week season, then you got them in a good place.
Yes, you guys have won a playoff game the last 2 years. You're trying under your regime there, your 15th year going in there, to win three straight playoff games. Is what you're going to be trying to do this year. Still a lot of time to get from here to there, but again, heading into your 18th season as a head coach overall. Of course, you were at Moss Point, and now your 15th year with the Pascagoula Panthers, and certainly appreciate you coming on. You always a good interview. I always remember, when Bingo them interviewed you after you were holding in the office after the game. Those are the best times. You're holding
Oh
the
yeah,
ball or whatever that you got after beating Gaucher, I would say. So
oh yeah.
it's you always a great interview, and look forward to the Panthers and to watch this season. So good luck to you, and appreciate you coming on.
Well, thank you very much. Y'all enjoy your evening.
You too, Coach. Appreciate you
Yes.
for jumping on, man.
No problem. Talk to you later. Bye bye.
All right.
All right.
Bye bye.
All right. So yes, that
That's
was
awesome,
a,
man.
a, a spur of the moment thing there that we didn't expect him to come on, but hey, he took the time to come on, and
Coach Pinnock's gonna come on in a second. He said give him a minute. He's driving back right now. He's gonna jump on.
oh, okay, okay, because yeah, we went through. You can put up the 10 through 6, and then tomorrow we will come back maybe we make them on at 6:45 to at 7,
Mhm.
and we'll go 5 through 1, the toughest schedules on the coast. Of course, again, it goes by uh, your well. I found my sheet of paper. The factors as far as the opponent's record from last year that they're
Yeah.
playing. If they're playing at home, if they're playing on the road, uh, again, Long Beach, the only team, 9 out of 10 opponents that are in the playoffs last year. That's pretty tough. Are those teams going to be in the playoffs this year? We don't know. I don't know at this time on July, you know, 14th. So that's what it's based on. I did these rankings. When we do the Coast 25 rankings coming up here in a few weeks, I have my 5 other guys and me will come out with as we do every year, the Coast 24 rankings. This year will be 25 because, again, CCA will move up to 11-man football.
Hey,
So,
Matt. Clay said he see a theme in these schedules so far. I want to know what the theme is, Clay. He said
I,
he see a theme. I think the theme is getting homecoming and all those festivities out the way so they can focus on region
uh,
games and not have to worry
no,
about
the thing,
distractions.
the theme is probably they playing Picayune. All
Oh
these
yeah, I
teams.
see. Yeah, okay. I see that theme too. Yeah.
I haven't looked, but I'm assuming that's what it probably is.
Yeah.
So again, you can see it there. Long Beach coming in at number 10, Gulfport ninth, Poplarville eighth, Ocean
Yeah.
Springs seventh,
Yeah.
Pascagoula
He,
sixth.
he said tied on all of them. Yes, sir. We get to see y'all beautiful faces, man. A couple times this week over here in Jackson County, man. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, yes, it is, and appreciate everything they do there. As Clay Sweet with Talking Ball, y'all, you can go to the app. It's a free app. So again, we were waiting, I believe,
Awesome
like I said,
app.
for Coach Pinnock to come in
Let me
with
send
the
him the link.
Gulfport Admirals and his third season here with Gulfport. He was with 3 seasons with Ocean Springs prior, uh, and then he was actually the 1 year at Pass Christian before going to Ocean Springs. So he's in his seventh uh, season. He's two. This is to be his third year with Gulfport. That is Coach Pinnock. Anything else comment wise, Bingo? Before
Yeah.
we were going to wrap it up, but Coach Pinnock said he was going to come on, so we're going to appreciate everybody on the replay watching. Sarah and Like again, join us tomorrow. I
Boy,
can't
Tony
read
from
those things.
Tony. I don't know why you can't, man. He said we want Piggy Boy, Tony Peters, Tony L. Peters. He said we want
Well,
Piggy. You
they
got
got
him.
Picayune.
You got him. You got him. You
Yeah,
got
but I
him.
don't know why they didn't have them previous years. Maybe I don't know. I have no idea. But since
You got him.
2000, what did I say? 2022 was the last time they played each other. Picayune and Poplarville.
Hey, coach.
So
Hey, Pete. Hey, that's my coach. Don't. That's my coach. I'm sensitive about my coach now. Tell my coach Collins, man, our OC quarterback coach, man. Why you can't
oh,
see these coming, Matt? That's crazy. We gotta fix
I
that.
not well because I'm not on the app itself. I can usually see it on the app big. This is small.
It's Frank Porter, Pascagoula, great quarterback, size quarter dad. He said Gula coming. He said they
Yes.
coming.
Yeah, Pascagoula again. I haven't obviously released the rankings. I got to get with my five other people. We're gonna come out with the overall rankings, but I can tell you, golf for it. Pascagoula will be, I almost can say, in the top five. I mean, they have to be in it. They may be number one on the coast.
Yeah.
So we shall see as we
Lorenzo
do.
Duckworth said he respectfully disagree. He has Gula at number one, Matt Stats.
Well, again, you're talking about schedule wise. We haven't gone through the top five, so these are top five toughest schedules. Pascagoula doesn't have the toughest schedule. When you see who has the toughest schedule, you'll see that. Again, Long Beach, I go back to that. I think they may should be higher up. And every time we say a schedule, I mean, all these teams, since they changed the regions, are playing teams in their region that were in the playoffs last year. Now, true, some of them were in a five-team playoff, it's 5-team region, and they just needed to win one game. Nothing against them. Again, nothing against the teams that Hancock won 3 games last year, but they're a playoff team. They were made the playoffs. PRC won 2 games last year. They made the playoffs. That you
There
go
he
with who
is.
you have. Hey,
Hey
What's
coach.
going on,
guys,
coach?
what's going on, man?
Man, looking at what Matt Stats got y'all at this year. Let's recap first of all. Last year he had y'all at number three as the third toughest schedule for last season.
Oh
This
yeah,
year he got y'all at number what he got at number nine. So y'all dropped down what, six spots?
yeah.
And I mean, it's still a tough schedule. Don't get me wrong. But as
I
tough
get
as
it.
last
No,
year.
I get it. Yeah,
Let's
no.
look
You take Madison Central and Brandon off of it. It isn't quite it isn't quite as got as much cheese on it, I guess.
Yeah, and still you play West Harrison, which West Harrison hasn't made the playoffs yet, but they're still a very formidable opponent that you'll have there on the 17th of October.
Yeah, no,
So
they jump in the region this year now, so being a 7A opponent and all that stuff. So that'll be good. It's kind of a different deal. I think some of us, I know probably Coach Bramlin and I as well, took a little bit of a sigh of relief when it came to non-district scheduling. It's hard. It's hard to schedule teams sometimes. It's whether if you can get the right matchups or the right dates scheduled, or if they just want flat out want to play you or not. To get that to where I guess that extra region opponent to where you don't have to schedule another team was pretty good for us, or fortunate, I guess.
yes. Again, you'll start off hosting Picayune, but then I
Yeah.
guess by assuming that it was by draw that your bye week is the second week of your schedule.
Yeah,
Is that?
yeah. I really did not. Obviously, you don't draw up the schedule that way. I was aiming to have that week we had we have Pascagoula to have our bye week, kind of going into our region schedule. But I could not find a week 2 opponent that would the match up with the play us and everything. And so we ended up me and Coach Sims connected and got our game, and so. I was still going to try to find just an opponent to play, and I mean, literally, man. I sometimes I just get told no so many times it starts hurting my feelings.
Yeah, I believe I. I believe I shared something today that you were looking for an opponent. I think at one time. So, but regardless, yes, you have the week two open, but still that'll prepare you, to go to Laurel, then host Petal, and then that, like say, at Pascagoula, and then at Ocean Springs before you
Yeah.
come home against St. Martin. So, I mean, how's your team looking this year? You have your new quarterback there. You still have a great running back,
Yep.
and that quick your videos that you guys do, that's I don't know who thought of that. That is that quick six, is that what it's called?
Yeah. Quick six. Just
That's
I can't take all the credit for it. I stole that. I saw some stuff on social media from a college from a buddy of mine that I used to work with back in the day. He started doing something like that. We just thought it'd be something cool for the community to get to know our players and see a
yeah.
different side of them and kind of. It's supposed to be a lot lighthearted, but it gets pretty funny in there. But heck, I'll tell you this, the bigger worry about that week two open was teams say that you get better from week one to week two the most. So we'll have to take advantage of it, do an open week differently than the way that I've ever done it. So we'll kind of get after it that week too.
Yes, and getting back as far as like say you have a new quarterback and you still have the
Oh
the
yeah,
running back. The running back is what's his name that coming back from last year? Pretty good.
Cooper Crosby. Yeah, no, he's a good player, man. He got his recruitment stuff kind of out of the way. He committed to ULL not too long ago, so that'll be a good deal for him. Parker Nettles, our quarterback, came to us probably I guess early in the spring semester around February. Just a heck of a guy, man. He's a really good player. He's going to be exciting. I really look forward to him to have a huge year for us. Has come in and assimilated with the guys as quickly as possible. And, I really I think it'll be a different situation than we mostly have ever done is, while I like the pieces we have on offense and we have some star power there, I really, really like the way our defense is. They played in the spring and then has continued to compete this summer. I think it's been fortunate. We don't really necessarily have any like stars on that side of the ball, but we got a lot of guys that can play football, and so it's kept the competition fresh.
Yeah, you got pork chop on there. So yeah, I watch that
Yeah,
quick six.
yeah. And so that's
So
one of them. And he's a guy. He's a guy. He was a sophomore last year that didn't catch a lot of snaps, mostly on special teams. And I mean, he started out kind of on behind the chains a little bit as far as the depth charts go. And just every time we put him out there and compete, he would blow things up. And so ended up pushing some guys now. So now the guy he took his spot, he's now pushing him, and so it's just kind of a good give and take on it.
and what was pork chop's name? I want people to know his name.
DeAndre Williams.
DeAndre
Yeah,
Williams. So
DeAndre.
They
Yeah, no,
gotta watch the
he'll
show,
answer the
y'all. They
pork
gotta
chop.
go
It's
watch
it's
the
pretty
show.
funny.
They gotta watch the shows, the quick six, to know, man. Like you said, man, that's the treat.
No,
it is. It
another
is.
one. Another one will drop this week. I probably got a couple of more to do just to give us some content going into before school gets really rolling and football season is in. So a few more will drop this summer.
Oh
You
yeah.
said Nettles. What kind of quarterback is he? A pocket passer? Is he a mixture? I mean, what's he
Well,
strong suit?
describing him is so funny because he's not ever going to win like a straight line foot race with anybody, but probably scrambling or just ad libbing a little bit is probably the single best thing he probably does. But I would say he's a pocket passer. But he's got a really live arm. He's a physical kid. He's 210 pounds. Um, he just got, I mean, he can really push the football down the field. So I'm excited about that. Our fans got a glimpse of that in our spring game at USM. And he threw two touchdown passes and hit a couple of bombs and was really excited about the way he kind of handled everything brand new and handled the offense, zero procedure penalties and all that stuff in a game and no bad snaps, stuff like that. So those are all good things when you have. And the thing about him, he's played a ton of football. So he's been starting for his, where he was since he was a freshman. And so, I mean,
Is he a senior now?
yeah, he's a senior. Yeah.
All right. And I know he just won. With 601 Elite, the competition.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got to brag on him about that. He won that. I shared that. He won that award, the Tyler Dunn
Yeah.
Award. Was
Yeah.
it?
I
Yeah.
hate it. And I couldn't be there. I've worked that thing with Wyatt every year. He's been doing it, and even goes back to the days of when we had Dustin Allison at Pass Christian throwing for all those yards. Um, he went. They were texting me back and forth, and even old quarterback Bray Hubbard was at the thing, and he was texting me and calling me during it and telling me that, like, man, hey, look, your guy's the best guy here. And then I got the news that he won it, and so I was really happy for him. He's a kid; he works really, really hard and does a good job. Doesn't take anything for granted, and so I was happy he got recognized. Kind of going toe to toe with the foreseeable, like the kind of top guys in Mississippi.
Yeah. So again, I'm going to come out with a graph that, as far as the region, you in Ocean Springs, unless somebody else can step it up, are the top dogs to get the region again this year. I know you fell short the past 2 years with the two losses, both of them being Ocean Springs.
Yeah.
So hopefully that I feel you go to Ocean Springs again this year. So I'm sure you're looking to get that to win along with the other wins. That may be a win for the
Yeah, I
region.
mean, you want to get that monkey off the back for years. The Gulfport kind of ran the region right down here, and then we go to Ocean Springs, and Ocean Springs we kind of take it over there. So now I end up going to the other side of it to try to get it back. So it's a whole deal. Jake and them have done a great job over there, and they've played really strong defense, and they have really done a great job the last couple of years when we get into that game. And so this year has its own challenges. Like I said, going back over there, and then we're also out. That's our first week of intersection, the way that school works out. So it'll be its own challenge to deal with that. So the biggest part about it is for us is to in the coast region the way to go in the playoffs is typically from that pole position. So that's always a big game, and I know that D'Iberville has made some big strides in the off season, getting better and better, and same as Biloxi and some of these other teams in our region. So I'm hoping from top to bottom, it's gonna be a lot of tests in region play this year.
Yes, West Harrison. How do you feel about the seven teams? That is better than. I mean, I don't know. You're all
Yeah,
right
I
with the
mean,
seven
well,
team?
I think they all present their own challenges. I mean, Biloxi is incredibly athletic. If you played them in JV and in ninth grade the last couple of years, you kind of know they're coming. And they got a dual threat quarterback that's pretty dang good, and he can present some issues. And then defensively, what they do is gives you some problems. D'Iberville, obviously, with another Wally kid coming. I mean, that kid's a lightning bolt. And then just another year in Coach Ladner's and them system, what they got going on, they look really, really good on defense. And then when you get in to bring in like kind of West Harrison, it's a new phase. The way that they run that offense, and with Stapleton, the running back. I mean, that dude's a heck of a player. And so if you don't understand and mind your gaps, then you're going to have a long night. So that becomes its own set of issues itself. And we played. I tell you this, we played St. Martin in some 7-on-7 stuff this summer, and I really like the way that coach has those guys competing right now, and so they're going to be a challenge. So it's going to be it's I think the better the thing goes, like a couple of years ago, and even a couple of years there we had at Ocean Springs where kind of every game is a blowout. I don't think that that's necessarily going to be the case this year with any team, to be honest with you.
Mhm. I agree.
Yes, yes. So, but yes, we certainly appreciate it, Coach Pinnock, entering your seventh year. Again, you were at Pass Christian, did a great job there. 3 years at Ocean Springs, and now heading into your third season with the Gulfport Admirals, making the playoffs. The previous 2 seasons, just looking for that first playoff win, in which, like you said, with the players you have in place. It feels like you guys are going to get over that hump and make some noise as you do every year, but to get it going even further into the playoffs.
Oh yeah, man, I
Yep.
appreciate it, guys. Always looking forward to it. It's coming quick.
Definitely. It is, man. I can't wait. Coach, one last thing before we go. What would success look like for you by the end of the regular season beyond wins and losses?
I think the biggest thing last year was, we had a great game and we were riding high early, and then we had a big win against Picayune right there. And then we went into our intercession and played Brandon and got a mud hole stomped in us. And I don't feel like we really ever recovered from that point
Mhm.
on. And I don't think we got better as a football team. And I think we just kind of stayed stagnant. And so without wins and losses kind of being the trend of it, I think
Mhm.
if we can continuously get better and have our identity as the year goes on and get better at that, I will be happy as a football coach because I think wins and losses at that point take care of themselves.
True. I agree, man. I understand, coach. And what's your message? I know I said last question, but what's your message to the Admiral community as the schedule drops? What kind of team should they expect every Friday night this year?
I think you're going to have a team, one that's going to play disciplined football. You're going to have a team that's going to play as hard as they possibly can to
Mhm.
represent Gulfport and the city and the Admiral Nation as best as they possibly can. You can be proud of the way they come, and they're going to be exciting to watch. A lot of big plays and a ton of energy.
Yeah, I can't wait because I see y'all finna get a whole new stadium, man. The Gulfport atmosphere is just finna
Yeah, I'm
change
excited. I'm really
tremendously, man.
excited about that. I get to be on the planning
Yeah.
phases of that point of it, and so that's going to be really cool coming
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. I can't wait to see that, man. Like it's just big things happening on the coast, man, and I love it, man. It's just a beautiful thing, coach, and I
Ain't
can't
no
wait.
doubt, man. Ain't no
Football
doubt. It's
season is
exciting, brother.
almost here. All right, coach,
Almost.
man, we appreciate you, man, for taking
All
the
right.
time away from your family, man, and the little time that you have right now. And you know we're gonna be bugging you more of the season to come on to the show, to get your insight each week, for your games.
Oh man, no problem. I appreciate it, guys. Once again, we'll talk of it in a few. I just got hit up today about the media day here in a couple of weeks, so we'll be excited about that to talk again. And
Most
appreciate
definitely.
everything you guys do, putting the spotlight on it.
Most definitely. Shout out to Boz. I
Yes.
know he's sending out them invites to all the coaches right now.
That's right. Absolutely. He's always on it, ain't he?
Most definitely, yeah, that's my guy, the GOAT.
All
All
right,
right,
man.
coach,
See
man,
y'all.
you be easy now. All right.
All right, later.
Hey.
All right, see, that wasn't planned, so that was great. I have Coach Pinnock, Coach Bramlett on. So
I
that
got
was
Coach. You want Coach
that.
Beach come on? So they see, man. We got over almost 300 people watching live right now. That like they're just on here. Like they happy for us to be
Yeah.
back, man. Like they're
Oh
holding
yeah,
steady. Like it ain't just dropping.
and we've only went through 10 through 6 the first half of the toughest schedule. So yeah, oh, it's
Thomas
whatever
Lumber
because I
said,
know tomorrow
"Go
night we're gonna to come back tomorrow about 7 and go over the top 5 toughest schedules there. But yes, I was going to ask you if there's comments on there or questions or we have the best fans here on the
most
coast,
definitely."
and I know I shared it with the state page as far as Facebook page, so we probably have fans from all over the state that are
Yeah.
tuning in and glad they're tuning in to
Lorenzo
welcome.
Duckworth said Poplarville said they needed a state championship to show that not only one team from Pearl River County can win it. They did it. They got it done, man. They gonna probably get it
True,
done again.
he did. We were there. We were there on the sideline when it
Yeah, we were there.
happened.
Like
So
we seem to find
and
that we like me and Matt seem to find that trend. Like the Pearl River County teams are the ones that's coming through with the gold balls, man. I can't wait till you see this custom belt that Poplarville I'm getting made for them to present to them, man. It's gonna be beautiful, man. We getting big time. We getting bougie over here now, man.
yeah, no, they still should be riding high, Poplarville. I mean, it been there 4 times, and then to get the win the way they did, and they are favored again this year with the
They
players
are.
coming back.
He's a bad boy. He's still running right now.
Yes.
All right.
What else?
My boy Lamar, he said Cooper got them wheels. Talking about from Gulfport. Yes, he do.
He does. I
Yes,
like
he do.
those quick six that Coach Pennock that
Me
they
too.
put out. So
I'm gonna tell
all
you,
the teams.
yeah, everybody should have that, man. Like it's just, the world is all about content now. There's so much opportunity out here right now. You know.
They just can't yell the word shark defense because I know what that means. It was on quick
Right.
six. So
Right. So I think you gotta watch the show to know what's going on. All right. My
yes,
boy Matthew said most of the top coast schools play each other, either in district or non-district. So schedules look pretty equal. Can't wait. He's right. I agree.
yes. Like I say, a lot of these teams, just because you're not in the top 10 doesn't mean you don't have a tough schedule. I mean, I had to limit it. So again, we have Long Beach at number 10, Gulfport number 9, Poplarville number 8, Ocean Springs 7, Pascagoula 6. And again, starting off at number 10 with Long Beach, where 9 out of 10 teams they play made the playoffs last year. That's pretty tough when you see it on paper,
Yeah,
So, heck, we still got 5 more teams to go, and we're going
can't
to do
wait.
that tomorrow night,
Yeah,
on that. And who knows what coaches are going to show up there tomorrow night. So,
yeah.
I mean, if you had a coach now, I know it's, I didn't plan on staying on this long, but again, the fans are here.
Hey,
We're
here.
here for the fans. They hungry for it here on the July 14th.
Let me
Still
see.
over a month away, 6 weeks away from kickoff the regular season there on August 29th. Coach Bramlett said they are kicking off on Thursday. I haven't really done the schedules to see who's playing what where on that date. So Thursday night kickoff. Of course, I got the Bulldogs starting on that 28th MGCCC, which I'll be calling on the radio and live
We
stream.
call
So
it. We
any
it's not official yet, but we might be having a special episode with one Coach Wright for Bulldog Talk. That's in the
uh,
works.
Coach
So
Schufelt, I like Coach Schufelt too, the defensive coordinator, doctor,
that's my guy. Yeah, Doctor
Doctor
Shufel,
D. Yes, he is a doctor of, I believe, history or something. So
Doctor
of
of
course,
Thugonomics.
been calling them since 2015 or so.
My boy
But
Dustin
yes,
Sullivan, he's letting y'all know that Jordan Ramsey will be a problem. That is the starting quarterback for the Biloxi Indians this year. He will.
I've heard about it. Yes,
He will. I'm saying, as long as you heard, you know what I'm saying. As
yes.
long as you heard, yeah. Hey, you heard it here. How long have you heard me saying it? And you heard now everybody's catching on and see it. Yes, you have been warned.
And now will Biloxi be in a top 5 toughest schedule, or they won't be in the
Oh
top 5
no!
toughest?
Tune
We
in
shall see.
tomorrow and see. Yeah, tune in
Yes.
tomorrow and see.
But yes, Coach Dubison there, second season coach from Alabama. He had him in the playoffs. See if he can, be the real contender this year to make that jump to contend to knock off Ocean Springs, who's won uno, dos, tres, cuatro, 4 straight region titles that they've won. Still not the record, but it's good enough. 24 straight region wins, tied with Picayune, who has 24 straight region wins. So a lot of stats, a lot of stats. So we're
Oh
fixing to
yeah.
sign off, I guess, unless you have other
Oh no, we
coaches
get
on
ready to
there.
sign off, man.
Because
Man,
hey, we
we
got
coming to Pop Vegas, man. We finna do a little media day with Pop Vegas. Come on, man. We finna do a championship belt presentation out there in Pop. Big on media coming, man.
yeah.
Y'all coach football. Come on.
And I want to say, like I said, I mentioned Ocean Springs at 24. Picayune has 24 straight region wins. Ocean Springs has 4 straight region titles. Picayune has 4 straight region titles for 21, 22, 23, 24. So, they're right there. The 6 coastal counties, the 24 teams are part of coast football. So, and again, we're going to add a 25th team in Christian Collegiate as they move up from 8-man to 11-man football and the private school rankings there. So there'll be a Coast 25. So appreciate everybody joining us here tonight. And even on the replay, I'm going to have to go through the app because I see you popping up. I can't see
Yeah,
the
I'm reading the
small writing.
comments, man. They funny, man. We
I
got
might
to
have to
get that
go.
fixed, man. Yeah.
I might have to go to the comments. Let me see. Appreciate the Gulfport Admiral. They shared the reel, so I might have to go. Let me see. I'm on. I hate looking at myself. Oh, yeah. Coach Pennock was a guest. We certainly appreciate him being on there. Coach Bramlett stopping his yard work to be on here. So, Coach Sims, the longest tenured head coach on the coast of Pascagoula, they are. I say they're favored to go to the championship, but hey, you got Picayune in the region and
6A is
Gaucher
tough.
and I mean, that is tough.
Yeah.
So the coast will have something to say about it, and hopefully we'll have some merch to get out. Let me see here.
Well,
Now I'm under
definitely.
my now. Oh, let me see. I was looking at
You know. I'm gonna say you was gonna break the news on that.
no. What's that? Oh, as far as the merch, it's not for sure. So I'm trying to get hats and shirts, and with Coach Football on logo on the front. So we'll see how that goes. If I may give some away and sell some, to have people to wear hashtag at Coach Football on there. So we're looking to do that. But I'm looking at some of the comments, and Gabriel Newell, 50 stars. I appreciate it. How well, now I lost the comment. How West Harrison is going to do moving up to 7A. I like Coach Quincy. I like Coach Quincy. Maybe we'll get him on the show. But West Harrison haven't made the playoffs. I thought they were going to make it last year. They should have. But hey, give it to Hancock for getting that win and making the playoffs
Yeah,
on there. So
that was a
uh,
good game. They,
yeah,
hey,
that was so.
referee. I'm one of them guys. Referee took that game from him, man.
Well,
Referee took that game from them, man. It was either that game, it was the Hancock game, or yeah, it was the Hancock game. It was the Hancock game.
so Well, yes, I appreciate. I'm not surprised by the amount of I'm glad we have this many people in comments because they're
That
ready.
man
See
is
what
killing,
Robert
man.
Thomas, Biloxi by
Yeah,
5 T.
man.
What's that? Oh, I was having to read it. See, he didn't say by 40. He said by 5 touchdowns. So
And they having a Biloxi versus St. Martin talk right. No, and he talking about Biloxi
St.
gonna beat
Martin,
them
yes, I
out. Yeah,
see. With Dustin Lee Sullivan, they have a podcast. I share their
yeah,
podcast.
yeah. Sullivan
Brick
podcast.
Enterprise. I share Brick
Yeah,
Enterprise. I'm here for the hub for
yeah,
Coast Football to share stuff like that for
yeah.
your stuff.
We got
For
Willie Hot Pepper. We got who else got podcasts?
yeah,
You still got Talking Ball, y'all.
yeah.
Man, we got so much, man. And
But yeah,
and
I
I know
see
this
the.
year.
No, go ahead.
No, what you think? I wasn't saying that.
No, I'm just saying that they were talking back of Biloxi and I guess I don't know who was talking back and forth. That's good. That's what I like is the talking back and forth and keep it clean
Mhm.
because if you put any kind of bad word on here, it's not going to show.
Yeah,
It won't. It'll block. So keep it
yeah.
clean. We can talk it. So
Yeah.
that's what we like.
Remember they
That's what we like.
kids?
I like the
Yeah.
graphic that I did. I see I got you. You got your muscles. You look like the graphic that I posted
Yeah,
on
you did
there.
me good this time. You gave me my
Yeah.
locks this
You
time.
have the
Last time,
graphic. Can you
yeah.
post a
Let me
graphic
see.
that I did? Can you post
Let me
that
see.
graphic or do you have it there?
Yeah, I
I
got
mean,
you.
I know
Hold on.
people, and
Let me see.
then the Coast Legends made for the moment. That series has been doing great. Bringing reflecting on a lot of players that were here that I never knew, and players now didn't really even know, like Terrell Buckley, T Buck, or some of the other players. And we still got it coming out later this week. We'll post some more.
Yeah.
But yeah, look
Yeah.
how big you are. You
Yeah,
strong. See if I do
that's
like this.
right.
If I
Yeah,
do
that
like
looks
this,
just like me.
that
Yeah, like
is.
that looks just like me. Look at the legs, you look at the arms, like that. That's me, man. That's me. You did good
That
that
it.
time, man.
But I look somewhat like that too. So
That
yeah,
looks just
we'll
like you,
see.
man. That's you. And that's a little glimpse of what the merch gonna kind of look like. Y'all finna see Matt finna have his own merch, man. Coach football, he gotta smell his
Shine the
flowers
light,
while he
yeah,
alive. Yeah.
yes, because I'm getting up there in age, and we'll pass it on to the younger bucks there. But I most definitely like to do what I do, and since 2010 when I started this page, started calling high school football 2005 on the radio with
Yes.
Katrina. So, glad that everybody is come along with you with all
Yeah.
social media. 2010, there wasn't much, happening up in, 13, 14, 15. So, and social media come along and has really exploded. That's what we do is just shine the light. I have
Re-
parents DM me with your players' stats. I'll share them more on Twitter. That's where I got more followers and more coaches will see. So if you got, you got to ring your own bell, toot your own horn, send me a DM with your players, highlights. If they wanted a certain team, I'll try to contact, all I can do is contact them. I don't have special contacts, but hey, see, I see the coach for Moss Point's on there. Is that what he needs a hat? Is that what he says? That's the coach from Moss Point.
yeah. Yeah. Jink
The-
Dog. Coach Jink is
yeah,
more.
Jink Dog. Jink, yes.
Yeah.
He looks to turn around Moss Point. Unfortunately, first time. that they went undefeated in a long time, in like 40 or 50 years.
Defeated.
But
You mean defeated. You said
yeah,
undefeated.
when I'm sorry, they went winless. Yes.
Yeah, defeated.
But he is the man there. He was on that podcast that I shared that you guys, what was that
Hmm.
podcast? The
Ball
chill
and chill.
chill.
Shout out to Ball and Chill.
Man,
Shout
we
out.
got there's room for everybody.
Yeah, it is. Like people, if you
Room for
ain't got no
everybody.
motion, you just lost in the sauce, man. Like it's so much motion out here right now. You better jump out there.
So
Better jump
have you
out
got
there.
a picture of that one that I sent you, the one visor that I sent you?
Yeah, I do.
Just to give a glimpse of of the coast
What
need your
color should I
top
post?
spot. Uh I was maybe the red one. I like the red one. We get red,
All
white,
right.
blue, but then that one does have a different. But it's not live. We're still in the works of trying to get some merch, some swag. Um,
It's funny you say that.
I know. I know I'm old, but
Ah.
So what was that? Robert Tyne need your top five 7A coast. So I have a graphic that I worked on who what percentage who's going to win. I already know who's going to win the Coast Region 4. But I thought the same thing last year and I was wrong. So, but I'll have a graphic that will come out when it gets closer. This is the percentage of each team, the 7 teams in 7A on the coast. This is your percentage of winning the region title. I have that graphic already done and look at now. It may tweak. That's why I posted because we still got 6 weeks to go before the season. So a lot can happen.
A
But
lot.
that's what and then be ready for Paris. Yeah, for Pascal Christian, the Cube. Yes, he is on the watch list for Pascal Christian. Now they're not in the top 10 toughest schedules, but that doesn't mean, that their schedule's not tough. It certainly does.
Man,
Where'd you leave?
I knocked myself off.
Oh, so you don't have the picture of that? That's fine.
Yeah, I'm loading up right now.
You
Here it
don't
is.
have to because we fix Pascal Christian.
Boom.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I like visors and to wear coast football, the hoodies. So we'll see if that's going to go live. The shirt. Now I mean I don't know if we'll add like shine the light underneath it or not. Yeah, because the only hat in existence is the one that I'm wearing right now. It's a one of one that says coast football on it. So this is the only
One on one.
one around. Yeah, it's a one on one. Nobody else has it. So,
All right,
but
that's
those.
good.
So But yeah, so is that all the Poplarville loaded? But yes, Poplarville's loaded. Carrie Stribling, appreciate it, my brothers. Uh, oh, might as well get another coach, Coach Beach. I met Coach Beach or saw him posted a picture at my grandson's basketball game that he was
I
at a
was about
basketball
to, I
game.
was about to, I was about to add him, but Matt ready to get off, so we probably gonna have to see if he'll come on probably tomorrow. You know,
He could come on. He
right?
could come on first thing tomorrow. I mean, he is he
Uh,
is eighth toughest schedule. Not again ranked, not eighth ranked. These are toughest schedules. The rankings will come
yeah,
out when it gets a little bit closer. I know there's rankings out now that you see all over the other areas. We're not
yeah,
ready to rank the teams just yet, even though we have an idea of who it is. But this will be the only place where you'll find all 25 teams ranked. So to
yeah.
start the season. But all right, bingo. So we're gonna
All
do it
right,
same time tomorrow. Maybe get Coach Beach on to start the
yeah,
program
we're
tomorrow.
gonna
He
hit.
may come on at
Go get Coach Finley also. We'll say we got all 10 coaches on here because it look like they all with it, man. Like if I hit them up and they be like,
oh
yeah,
then yes indeed. So I definitely would like that. We may have to start at 6:30, to
sure.
get it going. So on the Tuesday. So
And
uh
make sure we'll probably try to see about getting Boz on here tomorrow so he can probably talk about high school media day because that's coming up in the next 2 weeks. So I know y'all
yep.
can't wait for that. He got a lot of information in regards talking about that.
Yep, a new venue it looks like, and they always live stream it. We certainly appreciate that. Where
Hmm.
the majority of the coaches, are there. Even coaches from up north, Greene County,
Yeah.
Hattiesburg, they were there last year. Coach
Yeah,
King
yeah,
from
yeah.
is now with Hancock, but he was there last year with Greene County. Even though they're
Hmm.
not in the 6 coastal counties, they still come down to do it. We shine the light on. It's not like we're ignoring them, but the 6 coastal counties is where we focus at. Is where we
Right.
focus. Again, if you have highlights or anything at Coast Football on X, DM me and I'll share it. Even though you're not a Coast player, I'll still share it. And on the Mississippi JUCO report, that has a lot of followers, and we share that. So,
Robin
all right,
Sykes, he
bingo.
wants to know who do y'all have as the toughest kids. I guess you're gonna have to tune in tomorrow,
Yeah,
Robin.
yep. Because you see that right now, again, Long Beach at number 10, Gulfport number 9, Poplarville
Hold
8,
on. There you go, right here.
Ocean Springs 7, Pascagoula 6. So that leaves a lot of teams. You can speculate. Maybe St. Stanislaus, Harrison Central, East Central, no, already Long Beach. Uh, it may be,
CCA.
maybe Gaucher. We just don't know. So we want to
Yep.
we want to do it tomorrow night. We've been on now for hour 40 minutes, so we're gonna
Holding
we're gonna.
strong. We got 230 follow me just viewers right now. Just
Well,
holding
that's
strong,
all
boy.
because they're hungry for football, and again, we're still
Yeah, that's what it is.
6 weeks away from the start of the season, so we're slowly building up. Like I say, I got plenty of hashtag stat that's and again appreciate the people on the replay are watching this. Share it, like it. Again, Coach Bramblett for Ocean Springs was on here. Coach Pennock from Gulfport. Coach Sims from Pascagoula. They certainly appreciate them coming on here tonight as we shine the light on everything Coast football.
Definitely. And that is us signing out. We'll see you tomorrow at about 6:30.
Well,
Y'all
probably
start
six.
with
Yeah,
what
we
you say?
might go on before 6:30 if we're having Boz and having coaches on.
Yeah,
You have to see if they can because which is great, to
yeah,
get their insight on the
most
schedule
definitely.
and what's happening. So the best
All right,
fans
y'all.
right here in Coast football.
It's football. Signing out. Peace.
Yes, stats.
Seneca Hampton, where you at, boss?